Tensions in the Middle East are rising rapidly once again, and global attention is now focused on one of the most critical waterways on Earth, the Strait of Hormuz. This narrow passage connects the Persian Gulf to the Arabian Sea and serves as a vital route for international trade. Nearly 20% of the world's oil supply passes through this corridor every single day. Because of this, any disruption in this region can have immediate and serious consequences for the global economy. The latest escalation began after former U.S. President Donald Trump announced a new military initiative known as Project Freedom. This operation is intended to secure maritime routes, protect commercial shipping, and ensure that global trade continues without interference. According to U.S. officials, the mission focuses on escorting commercial vessels safely through the Strait of Hormuz, especially as tensions with Iran continue to rise. However, within hours of this announcement, the situation began to intensify. Iranian naval forces reportedly intercepted and detained a vessel, describing the action as a routine inspection. While Iranian authorities framed the incident as standard procedure, international observers and analysts see it differently. Many believe this move was a calculated signal, a message directed at the United States and its allies, showing that Iran is prepared to respond to any foreign military presence in the region. At the same time, the United Kingdom Maritime Trade Operations issued a warning about a serious maritime incident involving multiple small vessels operating near the strait. These vessels were described as fast-moving and maneuvering in a way that raised concern among international shipping operators. This development has increased fears that the situation could escalate further. Iran has since stepped up its naval patrols in the region. Officials in Tehran have warned that any attempt at foreign intervention will be met with a firm response. They emphasize their right to defend their territorial waters and maintain control over activities in the strait. On the other side, U.S. Central Command is preparing to deploy additional naval assets as part of Project Freedom. This includes warships, surveillance systems, and coordinated escort missions designed to protect commercial traffic. The United States has made it clear that it will not allow any disruption to global shipping routes, especially in such a strategically important location. As both sides increase their military presence, the risk of confrontation continues to grow. Military analysts warn that the situation is extremely fragile. Even a small misunderstanding or miscalculation could quickly turn into a larger conflict. With armed forces operating in close proximity, tensions can escalate in a matter of minutes. This is not the first time the Strait of Hormuz has been at the center of global tensions. Historically, the region has seen multiple incidents involving naval forces, commercial ships, and geopolitical disputes. What makes the current situation particularly concerning is the speed at which events are unfolding. Within a very short period, the region has gone from heightened alert to active confrontation risks. This rapid escalation leaves little room for diplomacy or de-escalation efforts. Global markets are also reacting to these developments. Oil prices have shown signs of volatility as traders and investors closely monitor the situation. Any disruption in oil flow through the Strait of Hormuz could trigger significant price increases, affecting economies around the world. For countries that depend heavily on imported energy, this situation is especially worrying. Beyond economics, there are also broader geopolitical implications. The ongoing tension between the United States and Iran has long been a source of instability in the Middle East. This latest development adds another layer of complexity to an already fragile region. Allies of both sides are also watching closely. Any escalation could potentially draw in other nations, increasing the risk of a wider regional conflict. At the same time, calls for diplomatic solutions are growing. International leaders and organizations are urging both sides to exercise restraint and avoid actions that could further escalate the situation. Dialogue and negotiation remain the preferred path forward, but achieving that may not be easy under current conditions. For now, the situation remains tense and unpredictable. Naval forces continue to operate in close proximity. Surveillance and monitoring activities have increased. Commercial ships are navigating with caution, aware of the potential risks. The world is watching closely as events continue to unfold. One key question remains: will this situation calm down through diplomacy, or will it escalate into something much more serious? As of now, there is no clear answer. What is certain, however, is that the Strait of Hormuz remain